What can I tell you? This life should be hard, man. It be real hard. Especially when it comes through you experiencing your soul awakening, you experiencing a spiritual awakening, and understanding what the hell's going on. And listen, it doesn't get easier until you actually start moving through the things that you're experiencing. Let me see, where can I start? I've been a speaker, teacher, healer for several years, but my journey started out with just me being a regular degular girl. I was never regular degular, but I was a regular degular girl in that I was living in New York City. I had gone to school, gotten a good education, gotten a good job. I decided, I'm doing well for myself in this life. I'm doing well. You know what I mean? I was doing better than anybody in my family who came before me. My parents were immigrants here from Haiti. And I felt like I was doing well. I was the only one in my family who graduated from college. And all the things they told me I should be ascribing to. And that's what I was doing. And I was at this job. That was before having a job in tech was like the cool thing. I was working at the software company and it was cool. But if I'm being honest, I was able to do my job in the first 2 hours of my day. And it was so easy. It was really easy, and it was really like, it wasn't challenging me at all, but the pay was good. So I was like, you know what? Whatever, I'll stick it out. And I remember when I first started going through my soul awakening, it was really, really challenging because I didn't know what that was. At the time, I was in the Christian church, and the Christian church don't really be talking about that. They don't be talking about, hey, you go through this period of awakening. No. So I was going to church every Sunday. I was praising and worshiping. I was doing all my regular stuff, but there was nobody to tell me what I was experiencing. All I knew was that every day I would go to work and I would sit outside my job for at least an hour and cry in my car. And I'm like, what is it going on? I had arrived at a place in life where I felt like I should have been okay. I felt like the things in which they had told me to do, I did them and I was doing well, but I couldn't understand. It's like I was having a mental break from reality. So I was in my 20s and I was just like, there was nobody that I could talk to because people were just telling me everything based on their own experience. Everyone was just saying, girl, you fine, you good, it's just stress. But I had nothing to be stressed about. I had no kids, great job, great car, great everything. I had nothing to be stressed about. And it was just like nobody could help me. This is when I really started really going to God and really saying, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. All I know is that I feel like I'm losing my fucking mind. Every single day I'm sitting in this car crying for an hour before I walk into the office. And because I was going to this job, it was like I felt something inside me was saying, I don't want to go here anymore. I don't want to go here anymore. I didn't have the language for that because my rational brain was rationalizing it as, girl, this job is paying for the nice house. This job is paying for the nice car. This job is helping you take care of your needs. So I could not say, let's quit the job immediately, or so I thought, because I had come from a family that we didn't have much, man. We really didn't have much. We struggled. So this was the first time in my life that I wasn't struggling. I was doing well. I was literally stacking money, so much so that I didn't even know what to do with the money. But literally, I would sit in my car and cry for about an hour before going into the office. And I know that now that was my soul saying, I was meant for more than this, and I'm tired of going to this place. And I remember after experiencing this for about 2 to 3 months, I literally remember being in my car one time and saying, God, if you can get me out of this situation, I'm going to do whatever you tell me to do. And that right there, that ask right there, I didn't know how big of an ask it was. Like, if I'm being really honest, I didn't know how big of an ask it was. It was just me saying, God, can you get me out of this situation? If you get me out, I promise I'm going to do whatever you call me to do. Like clockwork, 3 days after I said that, I got called into the office of my manager, who was the CEO. And they were like, hey, we're just letting you know that the company is moving in a different direction and we're going to have to let you go. And I'm like, I was really confused. I said, what? Because at the time, I was director of sales. So I was the only one bringing in money into the company. I was bringing in close to $60 million a year. So I'm wondering, they letting me go? Like, that's really strange. But I was just like, okay. Like, I remember sitting in the office and feeling like, what the fuck is going on? And feeling like, what am I going to do? What's next? And they were like, hey, you know, you can leave today. At the time, I had a trip scheduled to go fly and meet some clients in like Mississippi or something like that. I said, no, I'm going to finish out my time here. And I'm going to go. And I did. And when I tell you, that was the first step to my soul awakening. So if this is where you're at right now, I got to tell you 3 things. Number 1, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. No matter what you're feeling right now, you're going to be okay. Number 2, just know that if Spirit led you to a place, Spirit's going to provide for you in that place. And number 3, trust your inner voice. Those are the things that I wish I knew when I was there. So I'm sharing this with you right now.